It's late. You're at the table, laptop open, glass half empty. The numbers look fine, better than fine, honestly, but you keep scrolling anyway. Not because something's wrong, because something feels like it could be. Some gap you can't name, sitting just outside what the spreadsheet can show you. Everyone gets that night. The feeling makes sense. Your gut runs numbers your spreadsheet can't touch. Building money is one game. Keeping it is another. All those years maxing accounts, chasing raises, grinding, that was the first game. You did it right. Most people never even start the second game. They think a big number solves everything. It doesn't. It just makes the holes cost more. Retirement hangs on 5 things. Not accounts, not plans, 5 real assets. Most guys are missing at least 2. The first asset is freedom from the IRS. They don't get a say. 2 guys, same income, same pile, same age, looks the same, feels nothing alike. The first guy followed the rules, stuffed the 401k, pushed the tax bill down the road, made sense at the time, 30 years of it. Now, every time he takes money, the IRS takes theirs first. He never knows how much. Social Security hits. The forced withdrawals hit. Suddenly, the numbers don't add up like he thought. He isn't broke, but he never stops checking, never stops worrying. The pile feels like it's on loan. The second guy paid up front, took the hit, used Roths, did conversions when his pay dipped, threw money in an HSA, and left it alone. Taxes hurt some years. He felt it. Now he takes what he wants. The IRS can't touch it. He can take more when he feels good, less when he doesn't. No domino effect. Social Security stays cleaner. He can move. His friend can't. Same money, whole different life. Nobody talks about the risk you can't see. You push the tax bill into a future you can't control. Maybe rates jump. Maybe the forced withdrawals are bigger than you guessed. The government's cut never gets smaller. They made the rules to make sure of it. The only thing that matters is if you saw it coming. The guys who sleep at night aren't always the richest. They're the ones with options. Some money taxed, some not, some out of reach. When you get to pick where your money comes from, you stop feeling trapped. Nobody wants to sit down and do the paperwork. Doing it means admitting the story ends. So it sits on the list. Important, but never urgent. Until it is. And then you're not there. First family, good guy, loved his people, kept saying he'd get the paperwork done. After the holidays, when things calmed down, then one day it mattered and he was gone. What happened next wasn't dramatic, just slow. His wife on the phone with people who wouldn't talk to her. Money tied up in court. A life insurance policy with the wrong name on it. His kids watching their mom get ground down by a system that seems built to make grief harder. He didn't fail them because he didn't care. He failed them because he kept thinking about doing it instead of actually doing it. Second family. Nothing fancy, not rich, but they talked about it. Changed the names on the accounts. Wrote down what they wanted. Set things up so if one of them couldn't make decisions, the other could. Made it clear what to do if things went bad. When he died, it still hurt. There's no paperwork for grief. But the money stuff was simple. His wife got to spend the year missing him. That's what she was supposed to be doing. Same ending, whole different story for the people left behind. If you don't make a plan, someone else does. The state, the courts, whoever has the energy to fight, that plan almost never looks like yours. You built it. You get to say where it goes. You hit retirement and the meter starts running. 300 grand just to keep your body patched together. Not for some disaster, not for a nursing home, just the slow, steady cost of getting older. How much of your retirement plan was built around that number? Everybody thinks Medicare has them covered. Then they find out it skips dental, vision, hearing aids. The premiums come out of your Social Security. And if you made good money, you get dinged even harder. The gap between what Medicare pays for and what actually happens to your body over 30 years, that gap is real and it hurts. Some people play it different. She maxed her HSA every year, never touched it, just let it grow. That was her body fund. By the time she retired, she had a pile of money sitting off to the side. $4 grand for dental work? No problem. Husband needs hearing aids? They still go to Italy. The war chest takes the hit. That's the whole point. We baby our portfolios, diversify, rebalance, run every scenario. We treat market risk like it's the big threat. Getting older isn't a risk, it's a lock. The only sure thing about retirement is you'll need more doctors, more pills, more help. Most people build walls around the stuff that might happen and leave themselves wide open to the one thing that definitely will. Start the war chest early. Treat it like it matters. There's a stress people don't talk about. It's not the fear of running out of money, it's watching the number go down. You watch the number climb for 30 years. That becomes safety. Then you quit and the number starts dropping. You know this is how it's supposed to work. Doesn't matter. The alarm still goes off. You start holding back, you second guess things you should just do. The anxiety doesn't match the math. Income fixes it. Not a bigger pile, just money that shows up whether you get out of bed or not. One guy leaves work with everything in growth accounts. Pull 4%, let the rest ride. Hope the math works out. It probably does. But every month, he's got to decide. Every withdrawal feels like a bet. Market drops, his income drops unless he sells at the worst time. His retirement comes with a side gig, worrying about the portfolio. The other one built a floor before she walked out, waited on Social Security, left the pension alone, picked up some dividends over the years, bought a rental that covered the basics. No magic, just money that showed up every month. No decisions, no selling. Her portfolio still bounced around, markets still did their thing, her life didn't bounce with it. The basics were covered. The rest was for the good years, grandkids. The stuff you do when you're not worried about the basics. A paycheck without a boss is worth more than it looks. It lets your body unclench. In retirement, that's worth more than most people think. Cover the floor. Everything else is extra. Most people use a tax guy. He files the forms, charges a couple $100, and tells you what you already know. He never calls to say you could move some money around and save yourself a headache later. He doesn't warn you that pulling cash the wrong way will mess with your Social Security. Not because he's bad at his job, that's just not his job. A real planner cares about the next few years, not last April. Moving money around before Social Security starts, when your income drops, can save you a pile over time. The wrong move, and you get hit with extra Medicare costs. A good advisor sees it coming. A bad one doesn't even bring it up. This isn't some trick, it's just knowing the rules well enough to not get blindsided. People complain about the price. Good advice costs money, but so does screwing it up and paying for it every year without noticing. One bill you see, the other one just leaks out of your account, slow and quiet. We only worry about the one with a number on it. So, 5 assets. None of them is secret, none requiring wealth you haven't reached. Tax-free accounts? You pay now, not later. Estate plan? You sit with the fact that you're going to die. Healthcare war chest? You stare at a cost nobody wants to think about. Income floor? You do work that's slow and boring and doesn't give you that little hit from watching your number go up. Real strategist? You admit maybe you've been winging it. None of it feels good. All of it matters. The guy at the table at midnight, scrolling through numbers that look fine, that feeling he can't name is usually one of these 5. The spreadsheet only shows what's there, not what's missing. You spent years building the number. Which of these 5 are you furthest behind on? Do you even know why? The second answer is usually the honest one. See you in the next video.